Hello everyone, I'm Brian, and today I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction to 7500. I have no idea what this is about, but it looks like it's going to be an airplane taking place on an airplane. 7500 feet in the air. I'm guessing that's what the number means. Alright, so I'm not much of a talking kind of guy. I'll talk whenever I feel the need to, but if they're talking, I have to kind of stop to pay attention because that's my thing. I don't talk very much just because I want to hear everything out. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm more of a facial expression type of person. Alright, let's get started.
You guys seem to know each other. We have a boy at home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you ready for boarding, guys?
We were born ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your captain. I'd like to wish you a nice day and thank you for your trust in us.
That's a weird way to say that.
So, guys.
Oh.
We have 7500. Several men attacked our cockpit. We stopped them for now. The captain is injured. Status of the crew, I don't know.
They have a hostage. They're going to kill him if I don't open the door.
Don't stop, please.
I can't open the door.
Let her go. Please. Please, I beg. Please.
I'm sorry, but you know that under no circumstances you are allowed to let into the cockpit.
They don't have guns. They don't have knives. If you work together, you can beat them.
It's okay. You're gonna be alright.
European 162, what's the status?
Well, I don't have Prime anymore. Alright, let's go over the trailer. That was, whenever I was looking at the image, I was trying to find the image, the one I could post up there. I saw, said there's something scary in turbulence. I thought it was going to be like a horror movie, but, well, I mean, it kind of is, but not that kind, not like superstitious horror. So, obviously, he's a pilot. I thought he was like maybe a passenger, at least at this point, but, the other one, this one, you can see that he's, in fact, a pilot. Hold on, there's something that's said here that's kind of, I didn't quite hear it right.
You guys seem to know each other. We have a boy at home.
Okay, I thought I heard him correctly. It said we have a boy at home, but I didn't, for some odd reason it didn't quite click. So basically I don't know if they're married or not, and oh my god, it's terrible to know that you cannot open up the cockpit to save the person that you love and have to watch them die, if that's what happened in this trailer. So, let's see. There's one part where it sounded odd. Let me see if I can get to that
Are
point.
you ready for boarding, guys?
We were born ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Right here.
Your captain. I'd like to wish you a nice day and thank you for your trust in us.
Thank you for your trusting us. That's the reason why I kind of pointed out, because it's not not necessarily an American thing to say, but the way it's phrased isn't quite the way I guess an American would phrase it. So to me, and the only reason why it's significant is because then I know this is not necessarily an American Airlines. They may be a foreign airline, speaking in English. So I guess the way an American would say it, there's many ways to say it, but I would assume it's like, thank you for trusting us, not thank you for your trusting us, because you don't need to put the your there, it's already implied.
Trust in us.
Oops, let me play it again.
Stay and thank you for your trust in us.
Thank you for your trusting us. And a Native American speaker wouldn't say that. It says just thank you for trusting us, implying that your trust or thanking of it. I'm not an English major, mind you, so he could have said it very well, right? But it's just in terms of the common language, it's, you don't say that. So it's just, again, the way certain people speak things, the way how tones are, it's something that you pick up on to not necessarily to judge films, but to see, to know a lot more things, I suppose. So that alone made me think that this is definitely not an American airline per se, or at least the pilot isn't, so I'm not too sure. Of course, they have an accent, so this might be taking place outside of America, or maybe this is an airline that's in America that flies overseas or international. Or they're just foreign, not necessarily foreigners, but like maybe, what do you call it, first generation immigrants or immigrants themselves that are flying this plane. That all based on just how they speak and what they say makes me think of all that. So I'm just trying to, and by thinking that, I'm trying to find out where they're at. Man, I said a whole bunch of stuff, which is not necessarily irrelevant, but it's just me trying to piece together where they're at, what's going on, because I was thinking if this is in America, at least depending on the time frame, they have air marshals and planes. Supposedly, I don't know. They're always going to be undercover from what I hear, so. And the fact that maybe this one didn't have an air marshal makes me think, okay, this is a time frame before a certain event in American history, or this is an international plane. I don't know if international planes have air marshals or not. I didn't even notice that before. That little foot sticking out over there.
So guys.
Okay, so I did not notice that before, honestly. So it's kind of weird. Why is he doing that? It's a curtain though, so it's irrelevant that he's holding it open unless it locks, but even then it's still a curtain, Because you see they're having fun, then he just opens up the curtain. So that foot in the way is irrelevant in my opinion. I don't know if there's a real purpose to that. So 7,500 is not how many feet in the air they are. I don't know how high airplanes go. I know they go pretty high. I'm just not sure what's their typical altitudes. But apparently that's, I guess, the code for hijack. And I know they did reinforcement on pilot's doors so that the people cannot break in. I'm wondering where they got that weapon though. They don't have weapons or knives or anything, but they have a sharp object that looks like a glass. Man, that'd be a scary thing, when you're flying, and it looks like there's 2 or 3 of them. And that pilot was correct. He should have got on the phone, the intercom system, and say, "There's only." What did he say? There's only. We'll get to that point, and I'll explain. So I'm just going through it to see if there's anything I want to talk about, and it sucks to be able to see all this happen, especially if that's your wife or loved one, someone you care about. There, even friends, for crying out loud, But the thing is, though, is that if you open that up, that's going to be probably the end of everyone. I don't know if these are the kinds that goes into places or just to hijack for ransom. And he should not be begging like that. That gives them an indication of power. Well, just because it's like, oh, so this person is something special to you, so now I know. Kind of deal. But then again, when you're in that stressful situation, when you have someone you love out there, man, there's no telling what you would do. Is this the part?
They don't have knives. If you work together, you can beat them.
Okay, you're gonna be alright.
He was right there to announce to everyone that they don't have. They don't have really much weapons aside from that glass. We did see at the very end they were holding something on people's necks. We did see that, and we did see, yeah, especially like around right here. Somewhere around here, in a way, we did see them holding something, but we see it a little bit clearer right there. That looks like a thick glass. That is a very thick glass that he's holding there. Okay. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, good lord, I'm thinking. So he is right in that point that, I don't know how many people's willing to risk their lives to try to stop people like that. You can say a lot of things when you're not in that scenario, the things that you would and wish would or wouldn't do. And it's easy to say some things, but it's another thing to actually take action. And, during a past event of similar scenario, there have been people that have overcome these groups of people. But you know, I don't know. With the stricter rules and with the air marshals, I'm hoping this would be complete history and not something. I mean, I've not heard of any more of these things happening anymore, so that's a good thing, I will say. But I have no indication of where this group of people are from. You know, I don't know if this is an American airline or if this is a international airline or a foreign airline. So someone flying around and just it flies around within Europe itself, and that's it. It did seem like it was a small plane, but I don't know. All right, so the trailer was pretty good. It was interesting. This is definitely not coming to theaters because this is an Amazon Prime, and don't have Amazon Prime yet because of what's going around. But anyways, so would I watch this? I'd probably give this, since it's Amazon Prime, and whenever I do get it back, whenever that may be, what would I rate it? How far up the list is this gonna be? I think this is about a 3.5. It is interesting. It is up there because, you know, even though this, I don't think this is based in reality, but it does happen in reality and has happened in the past. So I'm wondering if they based a lot of what they told in here on events that have occurred in the past. So it's a 3.5. I'm interested to see the take on this kinds of events in history. What about you guys? What would you rate this? Would you give this a 5, a must watch, a 4, I will watch, a 3, I may watch, a 2, a may not watch, or a 1 won't watch? Let me know in the comments below and explain your let me know in the comments below and explain your reason why. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.